Hi! We're doing tournament today again. And we're starting off with Nekozaki versus Danny. So only about 200 TR apart, although at that rank that's a lot. Both. Okay, so we have a warm up. Danny with a PCO and a miss drop. Nekozaki just going for his reliable 6-3. Both players playing back and forth. Danny definitely had an advantage though. And that's a really nice spike from Nekozaki. I don't think he's going to be able to recover from that. And with that, Danny takes the warm up. So, as we can see, Danny is probably definitely has the advantage. Oh, Danny with the miss drop. Nekozaki playing nice and slow. Going for I forget what those type of skills, and he's very high on the stack, but he does manage to find a. He does manage to find a down stack, and now it's Danny who's in a lot of trouble. Now they're both really high on their stack. This is a very intense game. Danny being stunned down stacking. Now they're both. Danny with a clean well, but he's going to cash in now and put Nekozaki at the top of his board, but Nekozaki finds the down stack and manages to remain alive. Danny solving with the win. Oh no, Danny with a very bad miss drop. And another one! Then he just is going to give up right there, and which is fairly understandable. Oh, Nekozaki miscalculated a little bit, but managed to survive a bit longer before Danny just Danny with another miss drop. Nikozaki with a clean well, that is a very nice 19 spike. Cross. I'm not sure what you mean by using seal. So, Danny was high on the board, but they found a very nice down stack. So now they're just using a bit of... Oh my god, Nikozaki applying a lot of pressure, not giving Danny any time to prepare a counter response, but now it's Danny who's... Oh, opener, right. I don't know my openers at all. So Nikozaki's still in the lead at 3-2. Oh, nice counter spike from Neko. That could have been... Oh my god, what a nice... What a round that was! Spike, counter spike, spike, counter spike. Neko ends with... Anyway, on to the next round. Neko misdrops in the opening, but manages to find himself in a very comfortable position nonetheless. But Danny has a lot of... Yeah, no, Nikozaki could not recover from these misdrops. What a nice 21 spike from Neko. Danny was high on their board, down stacks the clean well, putting a lot of pressure on Neko, who's going to have to find a way to down stack, but that was just not possible. That he was just so far yet, or so close yet so far. Oh, very nice 18 spike from Danny. The pressure is on Neko's side. He has to down stack. I believe Danny misdropped, giving Neko the opportunity. What was that S and T? I think Neko just didn't have any place to put it, so he was forced to do something stupid, and now that gave Danny the chance to down stack and send a combo. Nikozaki was able to survive it though, so now he's at the top of his board now. He has to... Oh my god, Danny with the greed, and it's going to kill. It's going to cost him the round. Brain is not braining, Danny says. Danny playing pretty fast compared to Neko, full of half a piece a second faster. Oh, Neko is in a lot of trouble right now, and yeah, he's not going to be able to... Nikozaki with some very bad misdrops. I don't think he's going to survive long. It's now match point for Danny. 6-5. Will Nikozaki be able to win the next two games. Oh, perfect clear from Danny, putting Neko at a very... Oh my god, second perfect clear from Danny. Oh my god! Neko misdrops the eyepiece, and that's going to be the match. Danny wins 7-5. So we're on to the next match. Winter Frost versus Danny. So, Danny was apparently maybe using Seal, an opponent Winter Frost helped with. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Danny running off. Danny not having a lot of sleep though. So it's going to be a PCO on both sides, but Danny was just a bit faster. Winter Frost is very high on their board, but with clean garbage, I'm sure it downstacks easily. And now it's Danny who's at the top of his board, desperate for a downstack, which she does fine. But immediately after, Winter Frost continues to put in pressure. And get the warm-up. Alright. So, here's hoping for Danny to be able to win some rounds. Winter Frost misdropping, I think? I'm not sure. Danny downstacks, which puts a lot of pressure on Winter Frost, who's forced to downstack as well, making a lot of sacrifices on their stack. But he do manage to get in an okay position, though quite high up. But it's very easy. Was very easy to downstack. Danny first to deal with some cheese. And it's just not able to downstack fast enough. Danny missed dropping pretty early in the game, which lets Winter put a lot of pressure, but at least Danny gets to a clean garbage that he's going to cash in. And now it's Winter who's at the top of his board, though he seems to be quickly downstacking. Danny with 7 back-to-back. Winter was in a lot of trouble, but managed to get out at a last second. Danny greeting the heck out of that back-to-back, and that's loses, but perhaps not because of it, but because he had to do a T-spin, but actually held the T. Danny with some very nice spikes, putting a lot of pressure on Winter. But Winter still playing very solid and takes the third round. The PCO from Danny and a PC for Winter Frost, which was very high on their board. Luckily they managed to finish the opponent and send some garbage back to Danny, who's having to deal with some cheese before getting to a clean down stack that he's going to combo. But he's going to do a series of unfortunate moves which are just not going to work out for him, and Winter takes the fourth round. Danny is shaking. Winter fairly high on their board. Now Danny is very high on their board, dealing with some pretty bad misdrops that he's just not going to be able to downstack fast enough. We might get to see a sweep. I think Danny misdropped again. Both players playing a little bit slower, I think. Winter sends a nice 16 spike, which is going to send Danny at the top of his board. Winterfrost trying to get to that clean garbage, gets to the clean garbage, misholds, I believe. Danny dealing with some cheese. Winterfrost with a very nice 12 combo, giving Danny more cheese, but now Winterfrost is at the top of his board and he has to downstack. Oh, Winter misdrops the eyepiece, and that is going to give Danny his first round. Winterfrost playing fairly aggressively, putting Danny at the top of his board. A very nice 27 spike from Winter. Danny with nothing to respond, forced to lose the round, and now it's match point for Winterfrost. Unless Danny manages to pull up a reverse sweep, I think it's pretty obvious Winter is going to win. Oh! Winter with some trouble in downstack, but Danny with even more trouble. Yeah, and Winter manages to do a better job downstacking than Danny and wins the match 7-1. So now we are going to head to losers round, where Danny and Neko will have their rematch. Uh, Neko Zaki saying he's going to 1.9 PPS, 200 APM. Yeah, that's a little. 1.9 PPS seems to be realistic for him, but 200 APM, not so much. So then he, again, probably has the upper hand on Neko. Neko at the top of his board and manages to get into the clean garbage and puts Danny at the top of his board. This is very intense rounds. Well, it's a lot more intense than what we saw in the first warm-up. Oh, Danny misdrops an eyepiece, but manages to recover fairly quickly. Neko just utilizing the clean garbage, down stacking, trying to keep the pressure on. Danny with a lot of cheese at the bottom of his board. Oh, Danny with a misdrop oh that he's going to quickly fix. Nekozaki not in an ideal position. Well, now they seem to be fine. I think he didn't go for that T-spin, which is probably for the best. I believe Danny made some misdrops, but still is winning because Neko had to bail out of it. I don't know what happened with Neko. I don't know what happened on either side, actually, because I was never paying attention in the right places. That's the joy of being a commentator. So, now on to the real match. Okay, Danny built a DT cannon in a way I was unfamiliar with, which sent Nekozaki at the top of his board actually, but the clean garbage aspect of it meant he could down stack pretty easily until he misdrops, putting him in a very tight spot that he's not going to be able to get out of in time. So then he takes the first round. Nikozaki very high on the board, but with a lot of team garbage that he's going to cash in. Danny, however, manages to pretty much counter Nikozaki. Nikozaki trying to get to that clean stop, so managing to get to it in time, and was forced to cover the well, which just did not work out for him. Perfect. 2 PCs from Danny, but first Nikozaki manages to make a comeback after the perfect clears with some well-placed combos. Another PC from Danny. This time Nico is not going to be so lucky, and he loses in the opening. It's 3-1 for Danny. So Danny playing very risky, I believe. Okay, Danny did the wrong stacking, which looked very odd. He could probably have found a very good solve, but he just didn't have the time. And Nikozaki this time applying enough pressure, but not enough to top out Danny, who's going to make a donation and then a misdrop. Then he fixes the misdrop, but this gave Nico a lot of time to build up pressure, though Nico is going to immediately misdrop and lose the round regardless. So it's now 4-2 for Danny. They're playing that equal. Nikozaki. Danny finally managing to take a lead before Nikozaki sends some spins, sending Danny pretty high on his board, but he's going to downstack, which now is going to put... Yeah, no, that was too much for Nico. He's going to top out. It's now 5-2 for Danny, who's going to go for a PCO, which... and a second PC. Nikozaki able to mostly counter... well, completely counter, both very high on the board, trying to find the downstack to the clean garbage. Danny now with a lot of clean garbage to work with. Danny had a bit of an hesitation there, giving Nikozaki some time, which might prove to be dangerous for Danny because he has quite a bit of cheese to deal with before he gets to anything clean. While Nico's garbage looks relatively clean, Danny manages to downstack regardless into pretty clean garbage. Nikozaki trying to find a downstack, finds a downstack. Danny just stacking and building a back-to-back that's going to knock out Neko. It's now match point for Danny, 6-2. I believe Neko is going to misdrop in the opener, but Danny with that massive misdrop with the J on the left, he's going to do some pretty shady stuff to try and solve it. Not sure it's going to work for him, but we'll see. Another misdrop for Danny. Yeah, that's just not going to cut it. Danny is swearing in the chat. Danny now playing at almost 4 pieces per second, but misdropping, giving Nekozaki the time to riposte with, oh my god, Danny now in a lot of danger. And yeah, Neko just came out of nowhere with a stick spinner that took out Danny. Neko with a PC, but Danny with a lot of clean garbage as he's going to cash in for a very nice 15 spike, which Neko is going to have to downstack their way out of, which he does very gracefully, mind you. Very lucky garbage for Neko. He's going to be able to downstack into more clean garbage very easily. Dano now with Danny with what seemed to be something he should not have been able to recover, but that he recovers from anyways, but that doesn't last long. Neko with a back. It's still match point for Danny. Danny playing a bit slow and misdropping. He's at the top of his board. He has to. Oh my god. We're on to the tiebreaker. Comeback tiebreaker for Nekozaki versus Haiti Danny. I'm not sure what either of them are doing. Oh, Nekozaki at the top of his board though. With some catastrophic misdrops, which he is miraculously going to get himself out of, but there's another miss. What? That's... Oh my god! Miraculous misdrop save from Nekozaki, and Neko gets his comeback. 7-6 for Neko. Wow! Look at this. Neko received more lines and sent fewer than Danny, but still won. That's just... Mwah! Check skills. Beautiful, beautiful match for Nekozaki, who is back in the game, and he's going to fight Winter Frost in the finals. Wow! Just wow! What a fantastic match. Neko now saying to the possibility that he will have to fight a 24.9k. Yes, this is grand finals. Oh, by the way, if it ever sounds like I'm talking to no one, it's because I'm talking to Tetraio chat, which only people in the room can see. And by the way, if you want to join our tournaments, join the Discord. We have a lot of fun doing tournaments almost every week. So we're going to see a warm-up between Neko and Winterfrost. Nekozaki with both with quite a bit of clean garbage. Both farming and back to back, though Nekozaki immediately sacrifices it. Neko in quite a rough position that he's trying to downstack his way out of, but Winter just keeping the pressure on, making it more difficult for Neko to downstack, but Neko finally gets the downstack. Winter now downstacking, I guess, and doing back to back with a nice 6-3 that he's going to get out of because Neko just sends some garbage that requires Winterfrost. Lots of clean garbage for Neko if he can downstack his way to it. I believe Neko just misdropped that eyepiece, but manages to come back from that regardless. That's an odd way to use that L, but okay Neko, you do you. Winterfrost very high on the board. Just that eyepiece was just a little too late. Nekozaki surprisingly wins the warm-up again with more line received than his opponent and with less line sent. Wow. So, grand finale, first to 11, Nekozaki versus Winterfrost. And immediately I think Winterfrost misdropped, but just transforms it into a 9-0 that he then converts into a 6-3. Nekozaki unable to apply any pressure during any of that, probably due to worse misdrops, if I had to guess. Winterfrost playing his opening at sending in very nice 19 spike. Nekozaki has to downstack his way out of this, but he's going to struggle because he's not getting the pieces he needs. Finally, Neko gets some downstacks, but Winterfrost with another nice 19 sprint spike. Now Winter with his back-to-back farming, sending Nekozaki very high on the board, and he's just not going to be able to come back from that eyepiece misdrop. Winterfrost in the lead, 2-0. Both players playing dead equal, almost the same stacking. Winterfrost finally gets a lead over Nekozaki, who's misdropping. Nekozaki goes for a dangerous T-spin that he's not going to be able to get, and Winterfrost gets the third round. Very nice down stack combo from Neko, but he's going to misrupt right after that, which is going to slow his pace down quite a bit, allowing Winterfrost to send a lot, allowing Winterfrost to get a 8 back-to-back and then a 10 spike, followed by 12 spike. Neko is actually not in a lot of trouble, but he does have clean garbage. He can downstack his way too, which he does, now putting Winterfrost quite high on the board, forcing him to downstack. Very nice 12 combo from Neko. Winterfrost at the top of his board. Neko is actually with a dangerous donation that he does manage to get out of, but is forced to make some very awkward moves to continue. And that is not quite it for Neko Zaki. Quite good survival ability from Neko, but that's just not going to be enough for Winter, who was able to keep the pressure on and get his 4th round. Neko Zaki with some awful misdrops that he's just going to choose not to play through. Winterfrost 5-0. Neko Zaki going for a 4 wide. Oh my god, seriously. Does not quite work for him though. Well, not quite, no. It almost worked, but no. No. Winterfrost was just... both players sending back and forth. Neko Zaki with a down stack combo. But immediately after that, there's donations I'm not sure I would approve of. Which is going to give the round to Winterfrost. 7-0 for Winterfrost. Winterfrost has a problem with his S-spin, but other than playing a little bit slow, it's not an issue. Neko Zaki at the top of the board, downstacks a bit. Downstacks, finally. Playing a bit of a 6-3. Winterfrost looking for the downstack to get to the clean garbage, which does. Neko Zaki now trying to get to the clean garbage. Yeah, Neko just went for a T-spin. I'm not sure it paid out well for him. Winterfrost now 8-0. Neko Zaki with a T misdrop. Winterfrost just giving Neko Zaki his first round. Neko celebrating that he's not going, that it's not a sweep. Neko with some pretty nice combos is going to, but Winter responds with some combos on his own. Neko is going to muster up that O, and that's just going to buy Winterfrost enough time to tap out Neko. It's now 9-1 for Winter, who's going to start the next round very strong against Neko's misdrops. It's now match point for Winter. I don't think Neko can get his way out of here, but let's just hope that he can win more than one round in this match. Nope, that's going to be it for Neko. And Winter Frost wins his first tournament, I believe, against Neko Zaki. What a game! What a game! What a tournament! Neko! How do you feel?
1 point. Or 2, technically. That's good enough for me.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Alright, well, that was another tournament after we've started up again.
Well, it's another tournament period.
But my Tetra music's loud.
It is. Oh, I think we probably raid Tetrario World Championship, right? That's
should,
what makes
yes,
more sense.
We should.
Alright, let's rate them. Alright, by the way, guys, we can blame everything on Neko again because it's his fault. Yeah, how many viewers do we have actually? We have 5 viewers. Yeah, it's Neko's fault.
5. Okay. Anyone who's watching, I would greatly appreciate if you could invite people to the tournament. It would help out a
Yes,
lot.
please, please, please. We need to send the invite in Twitch chat.
Let me do that. Invite people.
Please invite people. We need more people. Who are you rating? Were you rating Puzzle Kingdom?
Yes, Puzzle Kingdom.
Oh, did we post 3 different?
I did it.
Oh, that's just very funny. Yeah, we're very coordinated team. We're rating Puzzle Kingdom, who are doing the Tetrario World Championship tournament. I need to get their channel, I think, or something like that. I don't know how rating works. Okay, we're rating. It was fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And yeah, let's we'll see you. Wait, oh my god, I just unrated by accident. That's okay. This start raid. Okay, ready to raid in 7 seconds.
Okay, for real this time.
Yes. So I cannot close the raid pop-up. Okay, bye! Wait, we're raiding now, right? No, we're ready to raid. Okay, so we're raiding now. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.